Welcome back to NFL SnapWire. Let's get straight into it. After 18 seasons, a Super Bowl ring, and one of the most stable coaching tenures in modern NFL history, the John Harbaugh era in Baltimore is officially over. And the moment that news broke, the league's coaching market shifted overnight. The Ravens' head coaching seat is now vacant, but more importantly, John Harbaugh instantly became the most valuable name available. 8 teams have openings. Every owner wants stability. Every fan base wants credibility. And every front office wants someone who has already proven they can build a winner and sustain it. But while most analysts are debating roster fit, quarterback situations, and front office alignment, Terry Bradshaw cut straight through the noise. For him, the best head coaching job available right now isn't complicated at all. It's Miami. And his reasons? 2 words, money and comfort. "I'm going to Miami, America," Bradshaw said when asked about the best head coaching opening. "I'm going to Miami. I'm going to tell you it's a simple choice for me." Then he broke it down even further. Taxes 0. That's 1. Number 2, warm weather. That statement might sound casual, but it reveals something deeper about how veteran coaches, and especially veteran championship coaches, view the next phase of their careers. This isn't about proving anything anymore. This is about quality of life. Florida's 0 state income tax means coaches keep more of their salary, bonuses, and incentives. For someone at Harbaugh's level, that difference adds up to millions over the length of a contract. There's no state tax on wages, no tax on bonuses, and no tax on endorsement income. Compared to states like New York or California, it's a massive financial advantage. And then there's the weather. Miami offers warm temperatures year-round, mild winters, and none of the brutal cold that defines late-season football in places like Baltimore, Cleveland, or New York. Summer heat may be intense, but winters hover comfortably in the 70s. For a coach who's spent nearly 2 decades grinding through freezing playoff runs, that matters more than people admit. But Miami isn't just attractive because of lifestyle. The Dolphins are officially in reset mode. On January 8, 2026, Miami fired head coach Mike McDaniel after a disappointing 7-10 season. It was the second straight year the Dolphins missed the playoffs, and despite flashes of creativity and offensive innovation, the organization decided it was time to start over. McDaniel leaves with a 35-33 overall record, 2 playoff appearances, and 0 postseason wins. Owner Stephen Ross called for a comprehensive organizational reset, one that would redefine leadership, accountability, and long-term vision. 1 day later, the Dolphins hired John Eric Sullivan as their new general manager. The message was clear: this coaching hire matters more than any other decision the franchise will make this decade. Miami has already begun interviewing candidates, including Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. They've also discussed potential interviews with former Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski, 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh, Rams defensive coordinator Chris Shula, grandson of Dolphins legend Don Shula, and, of course, John Harbaugh himself. And that's where things get interesting. Because Harbaugh isn't casting a wide net. In a recent interview with Fox Sports, he revealed that he has already narrowed his list of potential destinations to just 3 or 4 teams, despite 8 vacancies across the league. That tells you everything you need to know. This decision isn't rushed. It's surgical. Harbaugh understands leverage. He understands timing. And he understands that at this stage of his career, fit matters more than opportunity. His resume speaks for itself. 18 seasons. 1 Super Bowl championship. 12 playoff appearances. 4 AFC championship games. 6 division titles. More than 190 career wins. Only 3 losing seasons. That level of consistency is almost unheard of in today's NFL. So when Terry Bradshaw points to Miami and says the decision is simple, it's worth paying attention. Because Miami checks boxes that many other openings don't. A talented roster. A front office aligned around change. A market that attracts elite coordinators. A lifestyle that appeals to veteran leadership. And perhaps most importantly, patience. Miami isn't looking for a rebuild project. They're looking for someone to stabilize, elevate, and finally finish what previous regimes started. But Miami isn't the only voice trying to sway Harbaugh. In fact, one of the loudest endorsements came from an unexpected place, the White House. Former President Donald Trump publicly weighed in on Harbaugh's future, making it clear which team he believes should act immediately. The New York Football Giants should hire, without question, John Harbaugh, Trump posted. And John, a great guy, should take the job. The Giants' opening became available after Brian Daboll was fired on November 10, 2025, following a brutal 2-8 start. Offensive coordinator Mike Kafka was promoted to interim head coach to finish the season, while GM Joe Schoen retained control of the coaching search. New York has been aggressive. They've already interviewed Kevin Stefanski. They've reached out to Harbaugh. They're evaluating Lou Anarumo, Vance Joseph, Mike McCarthy, Cliff Kingsbury, Clint Kubiak, and even Kafka himself. On paper, the Giants offer history, market size, and visibility. But they also come with pressure, media scrutiny, weather extremes, and, yes, high state taxes. That's the contrast Bradshaw was pointing to. Miami offers calm. New York offers chaos. Miami offers warmth. New York offers grind. Miami offers financial efficiency. New York takes a significant cut. So the real question isn't whether Harbaugh can succeed anywhere. He can. The question is where he wants to succeed next. Does he choose legacy pressure in New York, where every move becomes a headline and every loss feels like a crisis? Or does he choose Miami, where expectations are high but patience still exists, and where the environment supports longevity rather than urgency? Right now, nobody knows which way Harbaugh is leaning. But what we do know is this: every team still searching for a head coach is adjusting its strategy around him. Front offices are waiting. Coordinators are watching. And owners understand that whoever lands John Harbaugh instantly changes the trajectory of their franchise. Terry Bradshaw may have boiled it down to taxes and weather, but behind those two reasons is a larger truth. The NFL's most experienced coaches are no longer chasing survival, they're chasing sustainability. And Miami might just offer exactly that. So whether it's sunshine and savings in South Florida, or bright lights and pressure in New York, John Harbaugh's next move will reshape the league faster than any free agent signing ever could. And when the decision finally comes, don't be surprised if Terry Bradshaw's simple choice turns out to be the smartest one of them all. For more breaking NFL coaching news, deep dives, and league-shifting stories, you're watching NFL SnapWire, and we'll see you next time.